it's registering that the audio is working. I'm not using my mic. I forgot my mic and my ring light when I came here. So bad lighting and probably bad sound quality. Um, Not sure. It's registering. It's like reading the sound on the bar, whatever you would call it. But it says mic aux. And I'm using the internal microphone, so I don't know why it's not desktop audio, which is why I'm like not sure. Let me see. So if I unmute this, okay, I can hear it. I can hear it, so we're good. Sorry for the like echo. Cool. So it's a full moon. That was ultimately why I decided to stream because I didn't get ready. I didn't do my makeup. I'm not wearing my jewelry. I don't get a cute outfit on. It feels weird. I feel like naked right now. But my bestie was like, girl, just stream. I said, okay, we're gonna stream. Um, I also made a little potion, which I haven't done in probably years at this point. I used to do it for like every full moon, every new moon. I would get Kitchen Witch on and I'd make a little potion for myself. So I made one tonight. It's kind of steeping right now. It's probably been steeping for about 30 minutes. Whoa. My phone just lit up at 11:11 and then it changed. That's okay. Very cool. So we're right on track. I'm gonna roll the ads because we have to. And I'm gonna grab a couple of my potions, see how it turned out, and I'll tell you all about it. So, be right back. And we are back. So, been getting a lot of good out. Is that a bruise? It's probably from a fucking dog. I don't think it's dirt. I think it's a bruise. It hurt though. Been getting a lot of outdoor time, which means that I'm just like riddled in mosquito bites because I live in a humid climate and it's driving me nuts. So don't mind me itching and scratching. Potion turned out okay. I'll give you the rundown. I would actually even say it might be kind of good. So I used to do this a lot where I would basically take a bottle of wine and then just find different herbs and stuff to put in the wine, basically. Um, I usually use fruit. Sometimes I use like liquor. Um, I'll even do sort of like artificial stuff. Like one time I made pineapple upside down wine where I put like, it was probably a pink wine. I don't remember, this was years ago. Some kind of wine. And then I put like a shot of pineapple vodka, pineapple chunks, and a red pop in a bowl. It was really good. That's why it was the first one that came to my mind. It was really good. Sometimes I do red wine with Coke and cloves and other things like that. So I just use what I work with and give every ingredient intentions, right? So I started with Prophecy wine, a rosé, because when I saw it, when I was at the store and I saw the bottle of Prophecy, I was like, oh my God, that takes me back. I need to make a potion. And I've had it for a couple weeks now, and I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna do it. And then everybody kept talking about the full moon today, and they're like, oh, it feels so crazy, everything's so weird, full moon, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do fucking full moon potion. Thing about the full moon is that it is a time for clearing, right? Like it's time to get rid of things. It's a time to sort of start over, not start anything new, like it is with the new moon. That's like a good time of creation and amplifying what you want, you know? So full moon, really about getting rid of stuff. So, probably should pair this potion with some other kind of ritual to do some clearing, but as of right now, we're just throwing intentions in. So when I set out to do this, I was like, yo, I really want lavender in my shit. And there's a bag that I think is lavender, but I don't know if it's like lavender for consumption. So I was like, I better not put that in my alcohol. Forget it, I probably don't have lavender. Well, I found some lavender chamomile tea. So I started by boiling some water and steeping some lavender chamomile tea, lavender for relaxation, chamomile for good sleep, which it's been so hot, I feel like I haven't been getting very good sleep, so I probably doubly need that. Then I let that steep for a while, walked away, had the lid on it so it'd get nice and flavorful. I then poured in most of the wine. I'm probably not gonna drink it all, but it'll just chill, you know, whatever. Put in the wine, and then in no particular order, because this was a while ago and I don't literally remember the order, I added ginger for vitality, salt for cleansing, mint for rejuvenation, turmeric for health, cinnamon for abundance, and strawberries for a sweet life. I think that was it. I can't really see. I think that was it. So, cheers. First potion of the year. And I hope that I get back into this ritual and start doing this again, at least for the full moons, maybe the new moons. I don't know. Um, it definitely tastes good and makes me feel like I'm doing something. So, yeah. Got some incense here. It's not champa. And this lighter is so fucking cute. Wait till you see it. So cute. Also, are Bics refillable? Why is there a hole? Is it just because the pressure contents of a lighter? Oh, why is this dog barking? Sorry, y'all. I wanted the street on in case someone was out there. I'd be like, ah! I wonder if my lurkers would do anything. Um, Nothing going on. Not sure why he's barking. Usually, if he needs to go outside, he'll just whine like that. But also, he just went out. So I don't know. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little creeped out. I'm a little creeped out. Anyway, the wine is flowing, the incense are burning, and I do feel a little naked without my looks going on. I got scrunchies and my evil eye. That is not jewelry. That's why I'm wearing my glasses. Sometimes I don't wear it. I don't need them for up close. So I usually don't wear them streaming, but I feel weird not having my makeup on. But I didn't do it all day. I had to get up early, give someone a ride, and then I fell asleep. I woke up, did laundry, fell back asleep. Woke up, switched the laundry, fell back asleep. Woke up, ate some food, fell back asleep. Like I just kept sleeping today. I don't even know why I'm so tired. Um, but I was, and I guess I honored that by allowing myself the rest. Whatever. Um, I feel like I'm drinking this really fast. That's okay. I'll probably be one and done. It's so funny. I used to be like so weird about eating on stream. I'd be like, you have to pay for that. Now I'm like, if I want a grape, I want a grape. I don't give a fuck. So, really low water content today, not gonna lie. This is only my second one. I've tried to drink 3 of these a day. I'm only at 2. Yikes. Yikes. You know. Um, you could not drink wine. Whatever. I think this is good. I think the lavender flavor is actually really strong, which I was kind of worried it would be weak. So that worked out well for me because that's what I was craving was the lavender. Um, yeah, so I guess we could do some tarot. Not sure what to do reading wise. grapes are really good. Not sure what to do. I just got Delta Dawn stuck in my head all the time. Delta Dawn, what's that flower you have on? Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And didn't I hear you say he was meeting you here today to take you to his mansion in the sky? Tanya Tucker, baby. I would use my cosmic deck of initiation, but I think it's in the car. I'm not gonna go get it. I'm kind of compelled to do a love reading, probably because I'm drinking rosé. I really wish I had my Reiki deck. The one that we look at, like what needs to be cleansed and what needs to be removed from your life. That's a good one. That would have been perfect for full moon. Maybe I'll add that to my regular rotation. I don't know. She's 41 and her daddy still calls her baby. All the folks around town still say she's crazy. She walks around downtown with a suitcase in her hand, waiting to meet a mysterious dark-haired man. In her younger days, they called her Delta Dawn. Prettiest woman you ever laid eyes on. I actually don't know anything after that. So I'm thinking pink deck for some reason. Well, again, the rosé is probably the reason. And something else. Leaning towards the Fae. Got a piece of ginger. Ooh. I love you. Hi, sweetie pie. You wanna come see? You wanna come see? You wanna come here? No? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay. Anywho, I guess he's camera shy. Yeah, so we're gonna do the Fae. Even though I'm not that good with these, I would like to get better. Because I bring them to work and I tell people, like, new deck, trying to get used to it. I've only used it a few times, but if you're really into fairies, definitely do it. So far, nobody's done it, which is fine. I shouldn't really get paid for these until I know them a lot better. And I was thinking, so sometimes when I'm doing readings, like Cosmic Deck of Initiation is a good example, where I'll get like the Universal Wisdom card or the Golden Rule card, and I'll just grab it and I close my eyes and I meditate on it, and I say what comes to mind first, and that's how I read the card. So I feel like with some of these cards, where it's like people, well, creatures, it's like their name. And it's like, I don't know what this fucking means. I didn't get a booklet or anything, which I typically prefer anyway. So if I got a booklet, would I even read it? Probably not. Probably fucking not. But I think I should take the same meditative approach for the ones that I don't know and get to know them that way. Yeah. Yeah. What? You just went out. You literally just went out. You just mad you're not getting all the attention? Or are you mad that I won't leave you unsupervised outside? Is it that? Come here. Come here. What's wrong? What? 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 Can we go outside in a minute? You just went. Don't you snap at me. Why did you let this dog out? We literally just went out and you went to the bathroom. What's your problem, dude? Anyway. He ate food, he has water, he went outside. I'm gonna let him out again before we go to bed. I just thought we could get through an hour of this. Anyway, let's focus. So, with the Fae cards, I think I have to take the same approach of meditating on the card and seeing what they say, and kind of like learn them that way. So we will explore that deck, but I'm going to start with the pink deck, which, if you don't already know, is romantic connections, soulmate connections, love, relationships. What? You really need to go outside? We just went out before I started. Are you kidding? All right, I'm gonna take him outside. I'm not gonna listen to this. So, sorry, we're gonna roll ads again. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I think homie's got some separation anxieties. I think he was totally content all day with his auntie, but now he's like, where the fuck is everybody? And it's like, yeah, dude, it's just us. Me, you, and the dude. You know, what can you do? Go sleep with him if you're so lonely. Granted, he doesn't really know him, so I get it. He's like, it's late. Where is everyone? It's too bad. Because when we went outside, he did not do anything. He just stood there waiting. So maybe he gets it. It's like, okay, maybe they're not coming back. Yeah, not for a minute, buddy. Fill my wine. All right. He's quiet now. He's not whining. We're gonna crack into it. Love reading. Why? I don't know. I just felt like it. Why? Probably the rosé. Oh my god, I was waiting by the front door instead of the back door. Bro, you are freaking me out. Don't hang with old dude. I really do have Delta Dawn stuck in my head. I did listen to it today, but it's just really stuck in my head. Delta Dawn was that flower you had on. Could it be a faded rose from days gone by? And then I hear you say he was near today. Take you to his mansion in the sky. We'll take it. I feel like I dropped more than 2 cards. Really thought I saw at least 4. Apparently not. Also, I don't know why, but I feel like all I can, when I look up, which, granted, I don't need to watch myself when I stream. Sometimes you just gotta make sure that you're not doing anything too goofy, or lose your face, or have something on. But I feel like this little side bang I got going on is accentuating the size of my forehead, which is huge. And I feel like the only hairstyle that doesn't make my forehead look cute is to have bangs. Otherwise, it just is massive. Okay. I did a decent decent amount of cards here. Okay. So, as I was shuffling, basically, I typically reset the deck when I'm done with a reading, where I take all the cards and I put them back face down, upright. Lately, I haven't been doing it. I think it's just because when I'm at work, sometimes I have readings back to back, or I just like, especially if it's an in person reading, I like to put the deck away right away so they know it's over. So I haven't been doing it as much lately, I admit. It's not my norm. But what I do like to do, even though a lot of times the cards will flip in the deck, even if they are all facing the same way, I like to stop shuffling when I get a face up card at the top of the deck. Because many readers look at the bottom of the deck, but I like to look at the top and the bottom of the deck. So there's that. I cut it. I saw the Hermit and I was like, damn, this is probably a singles reading. But then I cut it one more time. It just felt right. So I cut the deck again. And I got the Nine of Cups, it's our happiness, and the Hierophant, Taurus. Taurus, well, I shouldn't say Taurus. The Hierophant is like a religious figure. He's like a bishop. He's very traditional. He very much does what he's told and thinks there's a right way of doing things, to say the least. So, I think, especially because I was kind of picking this card up and like almost flipped it over, for no real reason. It just felt right. Because I did that, I'm like, dang, I feel like you are too rooted in what you're supposed to do and being traditional and feeling like in order to be happy, you have to have what everyone else has. And I feel like in terms of love, this would obviously be sort of like saying, I'm not going to be happy in a relationship unless I'm married. If I have kids, I want to be married. We have to be living together, like very traditional values in love. It could even be like, I need someone that my family likes or someone who fits in to my lifestyles, shit like that, like traditional thinking, traditional values. That being said, looking at the cards of this reading, I am getting a bit of a different picture. I feel like this reading is for someone who wanted the traditional and found happiness without it. Just a guess, but let's just get into it. So I always give this rundown when I'm doing readings at work, so I might as well just give it on the stream too. I don't do spreads. I let the cards fall as they may. I feel like it gives a truly unique experience to every reading that I do. I do read reversals. If the card is in the upright, it is what it is. If it's in the reverse, it's the opposite. If it's on its side, it's neither nor. If it's face up, it's what you already know. If it's face down, it's what you need to know. What needs to be addressed, what needs to be looked at. Okay? What needs to be uncovered. So to start us off, we have two cards on its side. We have the King of Cups and Justice. Justice is the Libra card. But what I'm going to tell you right now is you will not be further affected by this relationship, but you will also not get closure from this relationship. And what relationship is that? The one with your father or the one with the father of your children? It is a father, though. The King of Cups is a paternal card. So you may have been waiting to have this man brought to justice, whether you want to win in court or you want him to recognize the error of his ways, or you want him to come back, or you want him to leave, like whatever the case is, you are not going to get what you want in the situation. He's not going to be brought to justice. You're not going to get back pay. You're not going to get full custody. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to get what you think you deserve. Yeah. There has been a change. Okay, we got the two discs. There has been a change. And what that change is, now don't get mad at me. What do they say? Don't shoot the messenger. But the change is that you are kind of making yourself out to be a victim. You're making yourself out to be a victim. You are not, say, being hurt by this person anymore. You want to see justice for a situation that happens probably years ago. You want the revenge, the vengeance, whatever, but you aren't currently in that situation. You remain in that situation because you allow yourself to be in that situation. What can you do? I mean, you have to kind of let it go. There has been a change. You need to accept that change, right? You can't just be like, well, they hurt me. They hurt you 20 years ago. Get over it. Well, they were a bad person. They were a bad person in the beginning. They're not now. And as hard as that can be to like accept someone, I love giving this reminder, especially in that cosmic deck of initiation, when we get universal forgiveness. If you feel entitled to be forgiven, if you sit there and say, oh, well, it wasn't that big of a deal, they'll get over it. Well, I didn't mean it that way, it'll be fine. Well, a lot's happened since then. I'm sure we've all moved on. If you have that mentality and you turn around and you say, I'll hold this grudge to the day I die. Fuck them. They did me wrong. They did me dirty. I'll never forgive them. Well, that's a double standard. If you feel worthy of forgiveness, then you need to be able to forgive others, right? You can say the inverse. If you're quick to forgive others, you have to be able to forgive yourself. But I am getting this sense that in this scenario, this is about you not forgiving others, but being very easy on yourself. Straight up. Knight of Cups. This father figure is coming back in action with a vengeance. Not a vengeance. Vengeance sounds negative. This person has improved. Okay? He's got an offer, right? Maybe he wants to settle things once and for all. Maybe you don't. But he's working really hard. And it might result in a conflict to try to come back to you. Or come to you with this new adjustment period of like, I've changed, I'm doing better. But you don't seem to be wanting to accept it. You're like, fuck that. I don't care. I'm not going to forgive. I'm not the one. But I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I think that this person is genuinely working really hard, not necessarily to win you back, but to make the situation right. And there is a big difference because somebody can want to be cool with you and want to be right with you without actually like wanting you back. It is what it is. Sorry if you wanted them back, but it's it's maybe not necessarily like that. Um, but you want it to be that way. You want them to come back and want you, is the thing. As much as you're resisting this and you're like, fuck them, and you actually wish that you were still in love. You miss this person. That's why you're not accepting their bullshit, even though it's not bullshit. It's actually really healthy what they've gone through, what they're doing. It's you at this point who is the toxic one, basically. Like, yeah, and you just want to be in love. You want them to be in love with you. You want to be able to love them. It's probably never going to be like that. There's too much history. There's too much that has happened. You don't appreciate everything they've done. I get that maybe they hurt you in the past, but you can hardly accept them for who they are now. Why would they want to be with someone like you who doubts them and questions them and is very hard on them? You know what I mean? Like, there's no love there. You, at this point, are not sure if things are going to work out. Well, it depends. What do you want to work out? Do you want a positive parent in your life, whether it's yours or your kids? Or do you just want to control a person and that's not working out for you? You get what I'm saying. I know you get what I'm saying. I do feel like this is an oddly specific reading though, so whoever's watching this, you're welcome. Clearly this is for you. If you're not resonating, I wouldn't necessarily continue because again, oddly specific. But you also just don't have the correct mentality that you need to have to get through this situation. And when I say get through this situation, like, I don't wholeheartedly mean it. I feel like this isn't a situation to get through, it's a situation to accept. Like, you have to accept the way things are. You have to, like, embrace where you're at, where they're at, and where the relationship is at. And that's not where you want it to be. They're trying to get to a place they want to be. Because honestly, maybe they're forgiving you, and it's not about you forgiving them. But that doesn't seem to be enough. You want it all. You can't have it all. All it is an empire of dirt anyway, right? You are judging them. You think they have not put in enough effort. You think they have not done enough work. You think they are not different than they were. You don't see them as the peaceful person they're coming to you as. But truth be told, you need to work on yourself. You need to match their effort, especially if you want this to result in love. It's not going to. If you just expect this person to like be hand over foot for you, head over heels for you, and you don't give it the same energy, and you don't give them the same time of day, and you know, like, why would they keep doing it? Why would they keep doing it? Why would they keep going? Why would they keep pursuing when you aren't giving what you've gotten? You know? I feel like you actually like don't know how to feel about the situation. You don't feel good or bad about it, and that's okay. I genuinely think you need to be more focused on yourself right now. You miss what this person provided for you more than you miss this person. That is not fair. That is not fair. You miss what they provided, not who they are. And now they're showing up as a better version of themselves, but they're not offering you as much. And you're like, how dare they? They have to also protect their heart. Even if they did love you, doesn't mean they're going to be in love with you right out the gate and willing to take you back after everything that's happened. It just isn't going to be like that. You know? Future cards. there's no other really good way to say this, but because you refuse to walk away, you will never know what's out there. You will never know if there's a better love. You will never know if there's someone who was your perfect match because you refuse to walk away from this situation and accept it for what it is. Just saying. And that's okay, but if you end up miserable in 5 years with this person that you were already miserable with before, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Now I got that Johnny Cash version of that song stuck in my head. When you can have it all, my empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. No, I don't think my voice is as good as it used to be either. It's probably because I smoke cigarettes sometimes. I vape. I vape. Second time that's happened where the cards just aren't fitting in there. Interesting. Okay. Now for the Fae. We're gonna learn this deck. We're gonna use it. We're gonna get used to it. The only thing is I don't know what it's for. All my decks have like designations. No idea what this one's for. Maybe it's spiritual. And you can have it all. Hey. Howdy. You came just in time for a Fae reading. These cards are fucking slippity sliding. Oh my god. They got a lot to say. Thanks. What do you like better, Nine Inch Nails or Johnny Cash? Honestly, both versions have their merits. I think they're both really good. I think it is such an emotional song when Trent Reznor sings it. But when Johnny Cash does it, it's very, I don't know, it was like one of the last things recorded before he died. So it's like a different kind of emotion. It's like very sad. When Trent sings it, it's more, I don't want to say hopeful, but it invokes a variety of emotions. And you really feel something. But when Johnny Cash sings it, it's like, oh my god, that is depressing. Aw, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Wow. Wow. Okay. We definitely have lots of song. I just said we have lots of song. We have lots of cards. I'm going to read them. Majority of them are face down and on their side. So, okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Laced, Moon's Daughter. So it is the full moon. Going back to our full moon conversation. Yeah, hell yeah, who wouldn't? Going back to our conversation about the full moon. This is a time to let go, cleanse, remove. New moons are good for creating, starting, beginning. Full moons, end, empty. You know what I'm saying? Think of it this way. Everything has been building all month long. And by the time we get to the full moon, it's full. You need to pull the plug and empty it. And then while it's empty, you decide, what are you doing, where you want to go, who you are, all that other jazz. And by the time you get to the new moon, you're ready. Put the baseboards down, build the foundation, crack into it. Okay. So, what I was talking about when I was talking about this stream, talking about this deck, I should say, is how I wanted to meditate on these cards more to figure out exactly what they mean. Here's an example of that. I honestly, this font is fucking terrible. Don't tell me, but design choice, 0 out of 10. You can't fucking read it. And I get that it probably came with a booklet, so you could decipher it on your own, but I don't have it. And I could Google it, I guess. But what's the fun in that? I don't know if this is Faf the footer, or Flaff the fluter. Because it's got nothing to do with flutes. What do you fucking think that says? Looking at it like that, it don't even look like an F anymore. No, it is. Tlaff the tutor. Fucking, terrible font choice. And I get it, it's like magical, mystical. I shouldn't be hitting on these cards when I'm getting to know them. It's like talking shit about someone you just met. Maybe I'll ask the woman I bought them from. Intuition is right. Sorry, I can't stop eating these grapes because I'm drinking wine. As you can see, Flaff here, I'm gonna look it up. I don't know what this card is called, or this deck is called. Nothing. We did this. No, Flaff the footer? It's not footer. I don't give a fuck. That is not what this says. That's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit. It does not say footer. There's like an L or an F or something in front of the O. Fluter, okay. Hotels, what the fuck? Oracle Park is a place. Okay, getting no fucking results, but that's alright. We're gonna. Yeah, not a mom though, just an auntie. Um, anyway, sorry, I was doing a bit of Googling against my best judgment. We're gonna go with Flaff the Fluter. Which, what the fuck is a fluter? That's what I'm saying about this deck. It's like somebody just literally made up a fantasy world. No, fluter. Like that. Oh shit, no, my laptop's dying. Let me just run an ad real quick. It's so many ads, but we could do what? Well, we have 24 minutes until we have to roll ads again. So if I roll a 1 minute ad, we'll get an extra 20 minutes and then we'll have 45 minutes. That should be good. We'll just run a minute. BRB. LMAO. Chill out. Chill out. Uncle Jimmy. So anyway, let's get focused on the reading. I have a bad habit of doing that. Don't try to out-pout the pout queen. Let me tell you. Why would it? Anyway. Flaff the Fluter. I don't know. I don't want to say these cards piss me off because who wants to be on the Fae's bad side? But we haven't bonded yet. You could not. You could not. You could not. I'm like a little puppy dog. Big powder over here. Big powder. Anyway. Flaff the Fluter. He's a good listener. He's, I almost said pensive. I'm not really getting pensive. I just almost said that. um, why is he holding his feet like that? He probably wants to leave, but he's It's trapped in listening, right? Go where you're welcome and stay where you're wanted. That's the message from Flav. Go where you're welcome and stay where you're wanted. We got Solace, so this is like the Sun card. If you follow that wisdom and you listen to Flav in that way, you will find that you are in good hands. Things work out. Future looking so bright, you gotta wear shades. The Glancener in reverse. So I'm not really sure how it works if I'm getting a message and it's in reverse. Don't talk back to people who are fighting. Don't talk back to people who are fighting. You are stuck in between things. We have death on its side, face down. You don't know what you want to end, and you don't know what you want to begin. You are very lost right now. I'll be honest, you're lost right now. What? You don't feel like you are really in your wise mind. You're either outweighed by logic or emotion, but either or they're not balanced. And right now, you are not in wise mind. You are not kind of being what you need to be at this point. You are down for the count. Let me tell you this shit. You want to hear what's in my potion? I don't love this deck. I will learn to love this deck. I will get used to this deck. I just got a ring in my ear reminding me to be nice to this deck because it's the Fae. But I made a potion. I talked about this at the beginning of the reading when I just had one lurker who wouldn't talk to me. So I guess I'm repeating myself now that there's more lurkers here and Uncle Jimmy to talk to. I started with making a lavender and chamomile tea. Lavender for relaxation, chamomile for good sleep. Steep that for a few minutes. Then I added my rosé. I added about 3/4 of the bottle into a pot with the tea. Then I added ginger for vitality. I added mint for rejuvenation. I added salt for cleansing. I added cinnamon for abundance. I added turmeric for health. And I added strawberries for a sweet life. Cheers. You can mostly taste the lavender and the wine, which is good because I was craving the lavender. I was so happy to find the tea. But yeah, it was good. So that's cool. I don't like Pinot, it's too bitter. I like bitter stuff like coffee and like vinegar and things like that, but I prefer sweeter wine. I really do. Okay, so continuing on. Arvel Parrot. He is not a parrot. Arvel, I think that says parrot. I'm telling you, this font kind of sucks. Looks like Larret. I'm just assuming it's parrot, so let's see. This is crazy. When caught between the wayside and the seaside, you will surely drown. That's deep as fuck. The pook. The pook. That's where Pookie comes from. This doesn't seem like solid advice. If your darling should ever leave you, then you are to follow. That sounds not right, because if they die, you don't want to kill yourself over it. But if they leave you, you don't want to stalk them. So that seems like really not solid advice. The singer of courage. You are not exactly. Literally exactly, dude. Like, what the fuck kind of advice is that? The singer of courage on its side. Not feeling so courageous, not using your voice. You need to pick it up. You need to say how you feel, express yourself. You don't necessarily have to do it through song, but if you have ever made music, now's a good time to get back into it. If you've been making music, I feel like you have to be brave in sharing it, in posting it, in listening to it, because it can be hard to listen to ourselves, you know? It took me a long time to be able to listen to myself talk. I sometimes, well, when I was streaming a lot, I would play back some of my streams, or at least parts of it. Sometimes I'd listen to the whole fucking 2 hours or whatever, you know? Maybe I should be embarrassed about that, but sometimes you just have to remember, like, okay, what did we talk about last night? And this is what we're going to talk about tonight. That's awesome. Be proud of that. Be proud of that, because I feel like you're not. I'm okay. It's just a hobby. Whatever. You know, be proud. It took me a long time to be able to listen to myself. Like, I always hated my voice, and I'm like, what did I hate so much? Like, I think I just had hate in my heart, you know? I'm an old lady. What are you gonna do? Who cares? It's never too late. Yeah, so no, fuck that. Who cares? You know what I love to see is all the very elderly people who like make TikToks and go viral and blow up and like, which I hate both of those phrases, because going viral would indicate like a virus, and blowing up is like, oops, I don't even know if I can say that on here. That's not cool to normalize that kind of language at all. Don't like it. But anyway, no, it's never too late, you're never too old. I'm no longer in my 20s. I'm still getting on here streaming and doing tarot. Whatever, it's all for the love of the game. So anyway, be brave. Play the show. Yeah, that makes sense. Checks out. Uh, did it all for the nookie. The what? Right? Just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything sucks. Everybody fucks. I actually didn't grow up listening to Limp Bizkit. I just have a friend who's like really into it. And I'm like, all right. And we listen to it sometimes together. Actually, we live in 2 different states, so we listened to it one time together, and now we send each other Limp Bizkit memes. So, it's what it is. The Master Maker. See? Why? I feel really offended. I feel really offended. Why would I not be married? Do you think that's embarrassing? Like, I shouldn't be listening to Limp Bizkit with my friends? Oh. I get that surprisingly a lot. No, I'm not married. But you just described yourself as a sweaty old man. Why would you think that appeals to me? Should have sold yourself better, drummer boy. Pa-ra-pa-pum-pum. It's funny though because I actually started to get really hot and I am starting to sweat a little bit, so that's kind of hilarious. I guess I can't say shit if I'm a sweaty old lady. I'm experienced. Tripping over themselves. Tripping over themselves. Things that bother you never bother me. I feel happy and fine. Living in the sunlight, dancing in the moonlight, having a wonderful time. Master Maker. Feeling a little out of control. Feeling like things aren't going your way. Feeling like you aren't creating the masterpieces that are in your mind. Oh. Men my age can still handle a whole night. Well, well, well. You're late. I'm just kidding. Okay, right. Did you text me back? Did you? You didn't even text me back. Speaking of old, I'm talking to an old man right now, actually. Yeah. Yeah. I'm using one of my new decks. Not one of, it is my new deck. And it's not the best. I'm not gonna lie. I shouldn't talk shit in front of Faye about the Faye like this. But I'm not really connecting to it. I'm trying really hard. I don't know who that is. I don't know. Yeah, it's the Fae. And I actually feel like it's a new used deck. I got it from one of my coworkers. She was selling it. Yeah, so what we were just talking about actually probably pertains to. Oh God, you're that old. You watched TV in the 60s? Really? That's so interesting. That is so interesting. I feel like maybe the Fae are not meant to be in cards. I feel like the first couple times I used it, I actually did like it, but now I'm like throwing a fucking fit about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. And I just don't have like a specific, uh, I have a designation for all my other decks, and I don't have a delegation for this deck. Like, I can't figure out what it's for. I'm leaning towards like spirituality because I don't have an exclusively spiritual deck at this point. Uh, Although the Cosmic Deck of Initiation is mostly spiritual, it's very grounding, and I feel like this is a little out there. Yeah. Welcome to the club, youngie. You'll be one of us someday. And it don't feel like it now, but. Aww. We've known each other for so long. That's so cool you were able to do that. I didn't know that was a thing. 2 years, 5 months, 14 days, 19 hours. Wow. Wow, wow, It's not. So much has happened, you know? It's not going that fast. So, invisible audience, if you're still there. Yeah. Um, can you tell me about your Fey deck? Is it this one? I didn't get a box or a booklet. Is this the deck that it's some kind of oracle deck? I can't even like search it on the internet. And I'm just mostly getting annoyed. And we've stopped mid reading. So if you're there, I'm just curious about your experience. Wow, you're moving in 6 hours? You should probably be packing or something. I'm gonna look that up. The Bound Fae Tarot. This is Oracle, so we definitely don't have the same deck. Bound to the Fae? No, the Fae Bound Tarot. Jonathan Grimm? Whoa, this looks fucking sick. Is it the purple, white, black deck? Wow. That's badass. That's very cool. Mmm. Mmm. Whoops. Yeah, maybe Faye's not meant for this. Anyway. Lothis the Wild. Get your thoughts under control. The Maiden. You're starting to realize you're not as young as you were. You're starting to think, wow, this isn't really the beginning of my journey, is it? I'm midway through. I'm on the path. Like, I'm already doing this. Himself. Okay, chill. I have no grays, actually. Never had one. My aunt's literally in her 60s and she still hasn't grayed at all. Like, literally no gray hairs. But my mom was getting grays when she was like in her 20s or 30s. So, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, himself. So you're not feeling like yourself lately. You're not really connected. Nice. That's badass though. Like that chick from TLC, not the band, the TV show. What Not to Wear? I don't remember. She said she tried to diet for so long and it just, the dye never stuck and she just embraced it and it looks awesome. Um, yeah, so not really feeling like yourself, feeling like time's getting away from you, you know? There's a lot going on. I'm determined to finish my grades. Tobiral of the waters. The ocean will cleanse you. If you cannot reach the ocean, find a lake. If you cannot find a lake, find a puddle. If you cannot find a puddle, drink some water. I love that, actually. Grapes. Sylvanius. This is a cool card. Cool card. What you don't protect will be lost. What you don't protect will be lost. They're rare. Kind of cool spaceship vibes. You feel like the ship has sailed. But if you are the captain, where has it gone? Thank you. We were just talking about how I'm not a huge fan of this one. Honesty, face down on its side. You are lying to yourself. You are lying to yourself. Okay? Whatever you're lying about, you are lying to yourself, dude. The singer of the chalice. Face down on its side, the singer of the chalice. Get drunk and do karaoke. I don't know how else I would interpret that. You have to get drunk and do karaoke, for sure. List of the shadows. Everything in the sun has a shadow, but nothing in the moon does. Interesting. Great. That's it. I did the love deck earlier, and then I did the fairy deck now, and that's it. It's crazy because since I had my hair up all day, like in a bun, that's why it's so curly. Since I have been sitting here, it's become frizzy. Like it literally looked so beautiful earlier. It was like curly, gorgeous. I'm gonna show you. It was so good. Okay, this isn't the best picture of me, but look at the curls compared to the frizz. Just sitting here in the heat, Wow. Love reading wasn't great, not gonna lie. It felt more like for a woman because it felt like it was about somebody's father and their children. So I know, it's crazy, right? This is basically like where it used to be before I cut it off. That's what's so crazy is like, wow, my hair's back. I want to shave my head again. And then it's like, no, no, I don't. Because as much as I love having a shaved head, hate the grow out. Never want to do that again. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Even with my frizzy hair and my massive forehead. Yeah. So, excellent. My biggest supporters. I guess my fiance left. I'm joking. I don't know that man. He just said I'm proposing after calling himself old and sweaty. Like, okay, probably not. But... Why? Because Rihanna has one? So I look so good with bangs. Because then you can't tell how big my forehead is. Normal size forehead. Look at that. Oh boy, what did I do? We styling. That's legit. That's legit. Yeah. So, how about them Tigers? They've been okay. They're doing all right. You win some, you lose some. Gotta paint my fucking nails. It's a baseball team, sweetie. Forgot you're Canadian. I'm not wearing any makeup. Didn't really do my hair. Didn't put on an outfit. Wearing hardly any jewelry. I didn't get ready today. I just slept all day. And then it came time to stream, and I was like, I could do all that, but then I'm just gonna go to bed right after. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. Thanks. I also have these big purple glasses on, so it's hard to tell I'm not wearing makeup. So, whatever. Incense is out. Probably not gonna light another one. I figured I'd leave right after the readings, but my friends are, but mom, my friends are here. So, hang with y'all. Interesting. I feel like I was kind of having some intense dreams too, but then like I'd wake up and not remember them. Cool. Hell yeah. I forget about it. I'm not like waiting on it. Can you even read tarot? I don't know. I don't know. Does it mean anything? Doesn't bother you, never bother me. I feel happy and fine. Now my hair's crazy because I've been messing with it too much. Perfect. What up, forehead? Forehead, how you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Who taught you? Yeah, she's not covering up nothing. Woo, woo. So one time I was in this college town. Me and my old roommate went, and I've probably actually told this story when it happened because I was streaming like every night. We went to the woods and walked the trails, and I drank Okay. And she was about to, and I was like, you know what? You better not, because I do not got this. It's way too much. I'm not gonna be able to fucking drive a car. Yeah, stay straight, homie. She's like, okay. So we hang out, we go to this bar, really cool bar. Really fucking cool bar. And we see this guy dancing his fucking ass off, dude. Like, dancing his ass off. He had this, like, really nice shirt, like, very patterned. Oh, thanks. Really patterned, beautiful button up shirt with tigers on it. And he's dancing. And I wanted to dance with him, so I went up to him. And I'm dancing with him, and I'm like, you're a really good dancer. What's your name? And I don't remember his name. He tells me his name, and he's like, have you seen videos of me? And I was like, no. What are you talking about? No. We went to a bar. You missed the part. We're in the bar now. That's so funny. Next time I go to the woods, I'm gonna dance though. I was singing. It was really embarrassing. I went to the woods the other day, my old stomping grounds, and I was singing Kesha Praying because I love that song, and I had to give it back to the trees. And I'm like walking down a hill, and I had not seen anyone. These woods are popping. Like, people are there all the time. It was like 5 o'clock in the evening, maybe 4:30. So it was like the time of day where you would think there would be a lot of people. Did not see a single person for the first like 45 minutes I was in there. So I'm just singing. Kesha, so good. Singing Praying. Such an emotional, deep song. And I go down this hill, and the first time I see another person is like, wow, I'm singing. And I'm like, oh shit, I just turned around. I kept singing. I didn't like stop singing, you know? I'm not trying to ruin the song just because I have an audience. But I wasn't gonna like walk by him singing because that felt awkward. So I just went the other way. That was awesome. So anyway, dude's wearing this amazing shirt. He's like, have you seen videos of me? I'm like, no. He goes, oh, people make fun of me. And they make videos of me to make fun of me. And I'm like, fuck that, fuck them. And then I realized, like, people were simultaneously moving out of our way and also trying to push us off the dance floor at the same time because we were dancing with him. And it was a really good and bad feeling at the same time because it was like, why are people such assholes? But also, I'm glad I'm here for him. And people were definitely making fun of us. I don't care. I've never cared. Yeah, it was fucked up. So we like went outside or something and we parted ways, whatever. So we go to walk. I want to say we got ice cream. I think we went to Ben and Jerry's. I don't know. And we were walking, and we just see a girl keeled over on the ground, and she's with a guy. And so we were like, oh no. So we stop and we're like, hey, are you okay? Mind you, once more, college town. They're partying. So I'm like, hey, like, what's up? And they're like, oh, we're fine. And I'm like, you don't look fine. You know, like, I'm not fucking stupid. And I'm like, you know, you guys are young, huh? They're like, yeah. Like, well, I'm not campus fucking police. It's okay. I just want to make sure she's good. How are you getting home? I'm like, we're gonna call an Uber. I'm like, you should not call an Uber, actually, in the state that you were in. I would not call an Uber. We're like, we'll take you home. They're like, you don't have to do that. It's like, no, we do. It's fine. So my roommate drove, and we're like, okay, before we go, let's make sure you're good. So I'm like, lay on my lap, relax. If you gotta puke, you gotta puke. She puked on me. My roommate went to 7-Eleven. She's like, I'm gonna buy water, I'm gonna buy Gatorade, I'm gonna buy a snack, whatever. Walks to 7-Eleven, comes back. She like can't really drink it, so I'm just like pouring it on her back, pouring it on her head, making sure she's kind of hydrating. Dude's freaked out. He's like, my girlfriend ditched us. Like, wait, this isn't even your girlfriend? This is your girlfriend's friend right now? Like, what a saint, honestly. He's like, yeah, I didn't want to leave her alone. It's like, yeah, she shouldn't be left alone. Like, the fuck? So, roommate has to go get the car. Roommate goes against the car. And, carry her. We walk right by some campus police. We get her in the door. Don't give a fuck. Nope, you're not doing this today. Get her in, drop her off. I have to walk her up. She lives on like the 5th floor. I think there was an elevator though. Like, it wasn't that bad. People on the street are like, is she okay? I'm like, she will be. She will be. We're just taking her home. And people saying stuff like that made me feel like, huh, does this chick have alcohol poisoning? Like, am I missing the signs? I don't know. I will literally never know if she's okay. Left her alone in her apartment. It was like a shared apartment. There was like 6 other girls that lived there. Really big space. So I do feel like eventually someone would come home and find her. You know. But I left her alone in an apartment with some guy. She knew the guy, but it's like, shit, sketchy. I don't know. And we put her in the shower, laid her down in the shower, ran the water on her, talked to him about his majors and what he wants to do. And I'm like, definitely, stay in college. I didn't. Like, I'm right now, Actually, she ended up kind of coming to consciousness and she said she's an art major. And I was like, you should do this instead of that. It will make the art better. She was scared. I was like, let this be a lesson. And again, hey, Dom, what up? Gang's all here. Yeah. I don't know why I thought of that story. Yeah, we are well. We are well. We are men. We must be swift as a raging river in the course of a great typhoon and the dark side of the moon. Or however that song goes. Cool. Who's who? Dom would be Shaggy. Right? Would be Shaggy. But hear me out. Woke Freddy. No, he's Shaggy. Crash? Scooby. Scooby. Not Freddy material. You think you're Velma? I thought I was Velma. So, am I Velma or am I Daphne? Does everyone want to be Velma? Absolutely, brother. Now I'm eating cherries. Right. Whenever I've been part of the mystery gang, I've always been Velma. Um, it's almost a daily occurrence where I have to tell someone, I'm sorry, I can't really see. I'm not wearing my glasses. So, probably that. Thank you. He's woke Shaggy for sure. Oh shit, I gotta roll the ads, guys. Be right back. Okay, and we are back. Zana, zana, na. Yeah, that was fucking hilarious, bro. And then they were like, it must be crawfish. This ain't the South, dude. What are you talking about? Okay, so this dog and this cat are like totally in love. It's really adorable. They're literally looking at each other through the gate right now. And it's the cutest thing ever. Maybe I should let her up. I don't know if she wants to come. Okay, she didn't like walk through the gate. But I picked her up. Yeah. I referenced them a lot lately for different reasons. This dog and this cat are in love, dude. It is so cute. I've never seen a dog and a cat be so in love. It's seriously adorable. They love each other. And it's crazy because this cat is like super shy and is like not into the dog at all for so long, and she's like not really into people. Nice. I don't think it's super uncommon. I feel like it's pretty legit. Um no, so I had to like think about what you were talking about. It wasn't MK Ultra, but basically he worked at Harvard, I think, and they were running their own psychological tests. Oh boy, she's mad at him. She said, "Leave me the fuck alone." Yeah, yeah, be here now. Hey, what are you doing? Knee deep in the passenger seat, and you're reading me out. It's a casual now. 2 weeks and your mom invites me to her house in Long Beach. It's a casual now. I know what you tell your friends. It's casual. It's casual now. Baby, get me off again. It's casual. It's casual now. Okay, they're chilling. So anyway, he worked at like Harvard or wherever he worked, and what they were doing was giving their students LSD, I think, and not telling them, and then like observing them because he was in the psychological department. Pretty unethical shit. Yeah, crazy what we'll forgive a person for. Yeah, yeah, and then just wrote about it like it was nothing. You say that, but I don't think it would be as good in practice. But I did get another book that's like, I don't remember what it's called or who it's by. Maybe if I search Be Here Now, it'll come up. It's in my car. I almost started it the other day, but I went with a different book instead. And it's like another white guy who goes to India. Like, wait. It's very similar to Be Here Now. We did not finish the whole book. We got to like a yoga section and then we never did the yoga. I'd be down to pick it back up though. I don't have it on me, so it won't be like this week, but I'll try to remember next time I'm streaming to. I don't know. I guess I was gonna like do the yoga and I was like, I don't have a setup where I can like stream and do yoga at the same time. But I guess we could just look at the pictures of the yoga and move through it that way. But we got through a big majority of the book, so yeah. Baby, get me off again. It's casual, it's casual. Um, cool. Trying to get back into things. Can you be nice to her? I thought you like her. I know, I missed it too. Every time I do it, I'm like, this is awesome. I'm going to do it more. And then it's like, oh my God, I'm so fucking busy and I don't have the time or space to do it. But when I do, I do. When I do have the time and space, I am sure to do it. So that's what's up. Oh my darling, that's what's up forever. La la la. You got my love forever, darling. That's what's up. I want to start. I want to try for TikTok. Sounds stupid, but okay. So get this. Hear me out. Me and my cousin were talking about tarot. I'm like, yeah, I literally get paid $1 a minute. $1 a minute. You literally like name a job you get paid that much without being an exploitive billionaire, right? Like a CEO maybe makes that much. $1 a minute is what my rate is. That's what I get paid. Crazy. Because that's not even what the shop is charging. That's what I make. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, okay, how much would you make if you did 40 hours of reading every week all year? And the answer is over $100,000 a year. Is what you would make if you were doing 40 hours worth of readings every week for a year. But the problem is I'm not booked, you know? I get bookings. I'm not booked 40 hours a week, right? Whoosh is right. So I'm like, how the fuck do I get booked 20 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what, TikTok? I don't know. So, gotta get on there. I have a TikTok and I used to use it. And I'll be honest, the other night I watched every single TikTok I ever posted. And I thought it was pretty cute. I was like, oh, babe, you were so damn cute on your little TikTok. You know? But I gotta like, I have never posted tarot on there. I know. I've always gotten private bookings from streaming. But the short form content is where I fail. Um, yeah, so gotta figure it out. TikTok is probably the answer. Yeah, nothing very clippable this time around. Leave her alone. Lovers quarrel. Dang. That's crazy. Over a minute or under a minute? Mm. Yeah, I had a bunch of clips on here. I don't know if they're still there, is the thing. Clips. Oh, they are. That's nice. People do clip my shit sometimes. So maybe I'll just post some of these clips. Maybe that's how I get into it. I just start posting clips. I have so many. Oops, I wasn't supposed to X out of that.
We're so close to be able.
Well, the old VODs are gone. They only stay out for 2 weeks at a time. Unless you know how to clip on YouTube, because I put everything on YouTube. I don't really do plugs. So, okay, let me know. I mean, you probably could look at some of my old streams and be like, yeah, I remember this. You know, I'm sure you wouldn't even hate watching them. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. I can't remember if you were here or not. Where like I used to go back and watch some of my streams just to remember, like, okay, what did we talk about last night? Where are we leaving off? What can we pick up? Blah blah blah. Um, wah, wah. I wasn't gonna drink all that wine, but now I drank almost all that wine. Anyway, um, yeah. So when you get settled in, you move in, do your thing. Maybe we can make that happen. Until then, I'll probably go. What is this? You cannot cheer in your own channel. Okay, whatever. Lame ass. Me too. Yeah, it was a really important time for me too. I felt way more connected than I do now. And I went in the woods the other day and I was like, I need answers from the trees. And the answer I got was exactly what I've been thinking. And I'm like, wow, I was hoping for something else, but what could I expect? I was right all along. So, yeah, thanks. We'll see. Um, anyway, these animals are getting pretty tense. I kind of have to pee. My wine glass is empty. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. How long have I been streaming? 2 hours. Hell yeah, that's amazing. So I'm gonna separate these animals. I'm gonna read. I've been reading the Dexter series. I read the first two books, took a break. I read this Nazi book. It took me forever to read it. Like I'm talking months to read this book because I just wasn't motivated to read it. Wasn't very engaging. It was super interesting, but you can only read so much history at a time. You know, where it's like I want to be able to absorb this and remember it. Um, the Nazis were on meth and other drugs. It was pretty crazy. Hitler was an addict. It was nuts. Um, but yeah, so I'm finally back on the third Dexter book, and let me tell you, the book series somehow is even better. Hey, I'm actually leaving. Sorry. Um, yeah. Can you two stop? Yeah, talking to you. Anyway, the Dexter books are like even better than the show, and they're like way more gory, which isn't my thing, but just still like fascinating to read about. Super crazy, really cool stuff. So I'm gonna go. Love you all so, so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Crybaby, I hope you come back. I might stream the next few nights. I don't know when exactly. I'm gonna try to be back. Um, hopefully, I just make this a regular thing. I said that last time and then I didn't stream for like 3 weeks. So, whatever, we're gonna do our best. I love you all so much. Thank you. Have a great night. Mwah.